Nepal, 1910 BS, 200 years ago, and someone sat down, dipped their quill in ink, and wrote a law about farting on people's face. I'm not making this up. This is real. It is called the Code of Conduct of 1910 BS, and buried inside a legal document sandwiched between property laws and criminal codes is an entire section dedicated to who owes how much money if they fart on someone's face. 5 rupees, that's the fine. 5 rupees for a face fart. But here's the twist, and this is where it gets dark. The fine was not the same for everyone, because in Nepal at that particular time, your face had a different legal value depending on your caste. And to understand that, we need to talk about the caste system. Picture a pyramid. Actually, no, picture a staircase. 5 steps. And where you stood on that staircase determined everything. Your rights, your freedom, and apparently how much someone owed you for farting in your face. Step 1. The top. The Brahmin priests and the Kshatriya warriors, called the Tagadhari, the sacred thread bearers. These guys were untouchable in a completely different way from what you'd expect. They were the protected class. Step 2. Non-enslavable alcohol-drinking castes. Yes, that's literally what they were called. In Nepal, these were historically castes that drank alcohol, most of the people of Mongoloid origin. The alcohol drinkers on step 2, they basically could not be made into slaves. So that is a little bit of small mercy. Step 3 is enslavable alcohol-drinking castes. Same community, different legal fate. You could be legally enslaved. In 1910 BS, that was not ancient history, that was the current law. Step 4. Water unacceptable but touchable castes. Christians, Muslims, anyone outside the Hindu framework, you could touch them without needing a ritual purification, but you'd refuse water from their hands. Step 5. The bottom. Untouchable. If someone from this caste touched you, you are required to purify yourself. Now, it is worthy to note that if you committed any crime, then you could be demoted downwards. But the promotion was as rare as none. There are some instances, but those are just exceptions. Here is the actual law. This was written down in a legal document by lawmakers who presumably had better things to do. If anyone from the sacred thread-wearing castes farts in the face of someone of higher caste status than his own, 7.5 rupees fine. The Dharmadhikara, the religious judge, shall then charge 4 annas for an expiation. If anyone from the non-enslavable alcohol-drinking castes farts in the face of a sacred thread-wearer, 10 rupees. If anyone from the enslavable alcohol-drinking castes does the same, 15 rupees, and if they fart on someone from their own caste level, 5 rupees. See what's happening? The higher the caste of the victim, the bigger the fine. Your face had a price tag, a legally designated government-approved fart price. And it was not just farting, spitting, also divided by caste. You spit on a Brahmin, heavy fine. You spit on someone lower than you, smaller fine. The legal value of a person was baked into every section of this particular book by caste. Now, I want to be clear, this is not is. Sorry for the clickbait. But it is our history, and the reason we look at laws like this, the farting laws, the spitting laws, the untouchability laws, isn't to laugh at how absurd they were. It's because the absurd and oppressive often walk hand in hand, and the only way to make sure something like this does not quietly crawl back in, dressed up in a different language, is to look it dead in the face, even if it farts on you. That's it for today. If you found this interesting, share it, because the history deserves to be known. Thank you.